Hey guys, Melinda Haynes, license number 102308. So, how do we teach kids how to deal with their emotions? We've got lots of unpleasant things that happen. Sometimes, before we even reach the age of like 5 or 6, we can have a lot of really horrible things happen in our lives. Even if they're not horrible in adult terms, they could be pretty horrible in 6 or 7 year old terms. Okay, so their experience with life, maybe has been, people aren't my friend. My teachers don't like me. My mom always yells at me. My dad won't play ball with me. Things like that happen, and the kiddo starts to feel really, downtrodden and maybe depressed even. And so we need a way to allow the kiddo to express some of his negative emotions. So one way is to use an analogy of taking out the trash. So we would first start off with, like who takes out the trash in our family? Daddy does, or, big brother or whatever. And okay, well, what would happen if we just stopped doing it? What if he just like one day said, I'm not taking out the trash anymore, and he just stopped? What would happen? And then they'll be like, oh, well then, mom would take it out, or, they'll come up with all these different things. Oh, well, what if she wouldn't take it out? Excuse me. What if, everybody just stopped? What if everybody just stopped taking out the trash? What would happen to the trash? It would get big. It would pile up to the sky and would spill over, and it would be stinky. And people would walk by on the street and they'd be like, what's wrong with that house? Oh, that house is stinky. There wouldn't be any room for people to come over. Like, even if they plugged their nose, they wouldn't be able to come in and sit down because there'd be trash taking up the whole couch and all the chairs and all the floor. And so they wouldn't be able to come visit. And so you make like this big, like kind of fun, silliness out of it. And then you put it into an analogy of that's what happens with us. When we have yucky stuff inside of us and we don't get it out, by talking or playing, like maybe sometimes we even need aggressive toys, to kind of play it out or write it out or draw pictures of it. When we don't get that opportunity to get all that trash, that gunk out, then we get stinky on the inside. And then it clutters up, and then we don't have any room for like some of the good positive things. And maybe we don't have enough room for our friends to come over because we've got so much trash and so much junk going on the inside. So it's important to take out the trash sometimes. Now, what this does is it's an analogy, of course, to kind of bring a seemingly adult information down to a child level to where they can understand it and relate to it. But it also gives them permission, because now we're not talking about, especially for boys, where they're so socialized to not cry. And I say boys, but it's true for girls as well. Like our culture, our society has become to the point where in some families it's not okay to cry, it's not okay to show emotion, it's not okay to be angry. Anything that's maybe considered a negative emotion is not okay. So we had to walk around with this, brave soldier, slap a smile on your face and pretend like everything's okay all the time. But meanwhile, we're dying inside because we've all got all this junk that we haven't, gotten rid of, that we haven't been able to process and get out. So it's really important to give them the opportunity, give them that permission to say, it's okay to take out the trash. When I take out the trash for real in real life, I don't sit there with a gigantic smile on my face, just, it smells good. I'm going to take it to, we're like, oh, yuck. And we take out the trash. And it's okay to do that. It's okay to have that kind of reaction when we're getting rid of some negative emotions. And then we got to be able to, congratulate them, like, hey, high five, or give me a hug, or whatever kind of affection you guys show in your family. That it was okay that they did that. It was okay that they let some of their trash out, that they got the junk out. So anyways, what do you guys think? Post your comments below, and I appreciate you. Thank you for watching.